Okay, everyone, I'm back with another part of my city. So previously, I had some other views of my city, like some scenes back over there where that bridge leads to, where I have like my roller coaster and some other stuff. And I also did the 50 subscriber thing in the military zone. I also built the Twin Towers there, but we have a bigger city now. So let's go explore it. So, first of all, in here, we've got a little coffee shop. Well, no, we have a bakery. This is our bakery. We can have pumpkin pie, we have cookies, and we can have cake. Then you get to sit down here, and then you get to enjoy your cake. And then, if we go over to the side, then we go up here. We can then, this is a room where this is pretty much like a hotel. And then another room. That was the first building I built in the city. But then we have this building, which is actually a store. And then in here. And then we can go back up here. And we have a bunch of beds you can buy. The store is currently empty. No one has purchased it. So if any of you want to comment below your bid money, not real money, but like a quick little like bid, just like whoever puts the highest number into the chat will actually, or the comment section, will be able to get a shout out, and I'll put your name on the door. And then we have an empty apartment room. And then if we keep going up and up and up and up and up, we get to the roof of this nice building. And then we can run all the way back down. And there we go. And then here, it's an empty room. We've got the plant area where we've got a nice little tree. But here we go. Do you think this is the tallest building in my city? Pick your answer now. Well, we will be going and exploring that. And the year section, I literally actually don't do like real year stuff. I just like pretend. And then here we go. We've got a quick little bedroom for like the manager or the boss. Then we can keep going up. And then we have that room, which this is just a bunch of offices. So we got office, 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 even more offices, office, office. We just have a lot of offices now that all are just the exact same. And if we go up, we get to see all these. And then we could go here. And the stairs are very wonky right here because I don't know why, but some of the stairs somehow changed height and then were like you would hit your head and wouldn't be able to get up. And then we got these. More desks. Yep, just more desks, okay? Just a lot of more desks. Then we got more desks. Even more desks. Or offices. And we have even more offices. And then if we keep going, we have got even more offices. And we've got even more offices. But finally, we made it to floor number 10. Can you guess what that is? Well, it's a bank vault. So pretty much this is where they keep all of the valuables of all the citizens in the city in here that they put into the bank. And then if we go up here, we've got some more shelves. And then if we keep going up, we've got even more shelves. And if we keep going up, we've got more shelves. But then that ladder stops. So we've got to go this direction. This is then the roof. So, see that? This was the tallest building, but not really anymore. So, this is just a monument. You can't actually go into it. It's a actually pretty much a gravestone kind of, or like a monument just for my pet chicken named Brownie who died. Yeah. And then we have a lot of diamonds in here, and then we've got the gigantic lightning rod. But is there anything taller? If you said no, well, you'd be incorrect. We've got an even taller building, which even has my name on the front. And then if we go in here, tallest building in the world, 2026 through unknown. 144 blocks tall. The North Twin Tower was 96 blocks tall with the lightning rod. And we have tallest building in the world, 106 blocks. 10 blocks taller than the other building. And then we have tallest building in the world, 2021 through 2026, 122 blocks tall. So that means this building has to be 22 blocks taller than that building. A lot taller. And then if you get motion sick, you might want to skip this part, or have a fear of Minecraft heights. You might want to skip this part because, well, I'm going to be traveling all the way up, and then we got this area, and then, well, then we can go down here, and then we can look down at the city and see everything. But then if we go up, we are able to just keep going up and up and up. And then we have the other tower that's a little bit taller than where this height is, but we have to keep going up until we finally make it to this one, where we then get to look down at, or look up at some of the towers. But soon we'll be looking down, because then whenever we get here, we have the 20th floor, which is actually outside. Which then we have a beacon. Which here we go. Sorry about the polished diorite. I know that a lot of people don't like it, but it's one of my favorite build designing materials because it's just so easy to use. Then we have a blue beacon. It's just shining straight up into the sky. Wow. And then we can go up these stairs, which the beacon's height does not count. The beacon's height does not count because that would be pretty much infinite. And then we can just stay on this platform, look down at the floors below, and then look out some windows. But you don't really see anything if you look out the windows. And also you might trip on some clouds. And then you can go up here, and then we are at floor 23, which has the lightning rod. And now we are at the highest point that is allowed in this world so far. Unless you find a mountain that's taller than the clouds, but I don't think that's actually physically possible to have a mountain that tall. I don't think it generates that tall. And then we are on the highest point of the world right now. That's not the highest point. And the North Twin Tower is off that direction where that bridge leads. But yep, now we will be jumping off. Oh, I only smashed grass. I thought that'd probably make a big hole in the earth. Oh well. But then we will go to the museum, which you just gotta be careful not to trip or push, or just don't fall into any caves. And we walk through here, and then we've got a very tall entry, and then we get to go through here, and we get to see diamond blocks, copper blocks, all of these. The netherite block is probably the coolest one, because netherite is actually, this is the only place where you'll find netherite in my whole entire city so far. Employees only. I am an employee. Security cameras monitoring every single artifact, which it's pretty empty around here. But if you've seen some of my previous videos, or my other places, this is a copy of what spawn looks like. You see? Yeah, and the lights are pretty much clouds, but I didn't want to use white because then I'd probably not be able to see. Oh yeah, and then I just used the ocean, and then got a map, and then used it here, and then it also made this pretty design, which makes a spiral. And then we'll walk through here, and then we'll go all the way out, and we've got this nice hallway area. And yep, well, when it's open, we have the ceiling area, which this is actually the roof. This is so far, but we're actually gonna make a second, third, fifth, I don't know how many. But then you go into here, which is going to have a very pretty views whenever you get the, well, that tower's kind of blocking it, but whenever you look this direction in the morning, yeah, I'm pretty sure the morning, then it'll have a very nice view, and we'll be able to see everything. So, yep. So that's it for today's video. I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.